self-concept. A renewed self-concept. This is the focus of today's class. This rhythmic situation is a meditation to cleanse the deposits that you created in your first 11 years. The cycle of life is 18 years. The cycle of consciousness is 7 years. And the cycle of intelligence is 11 years. Every 11 years, your intelligence starts developing differently. Well, folks, subject to God's will and health permitting, I'm going to do this bit. It's called rhythmic meditation. It is very difficult to teach, let alone do it. You came with the idea, well, let's go. He is teaching class. It is going to be good. We are going to be spaced out. Yes, you are going to space out, but it is going to clean you out no matter what you do. You won't be the same person, because that person is an enemy made up of self-constructed fear, not even actual fear. Natural fear is what your parents give you and what the mother gives you when you are in the womb. That cannot easily go away. You live with it. It is like a cancer, a disease. It sits with you. It develops with you. And the mother gives the child this fear from the 120th day to the 7th month. After that, whatever the mother does is ineffective. So any damage that the mother has gone through, which damages you in that period, that stays. That sticks with everybody. But that is not the subject today. Second situation is the concept. You build a concept. That's what you are. And when you don't achieve that concept, remember one thing: nobody is bad enough to be bad, and everybody has a concept. But when you do not achieve that concept, you not only get bad, mad, and sad, you also become a rat. People call it depression. People call it a psychological problem. They call it sociological problem. First, it starts as a sociological problem, then psychological, then psychiatric, then finally they bundle you up in that straitjacket. I was joking with a well-known psychiatrist and I asked, well, what is psychiatry? He used to study with me at UCLA. He laughed and he said, I can tell you. Let me describe it, Yogiji, so that you can understand. Psychiatry is nothing but making a man believe that he can sleep so long he gets tired of sleep. So then he can wake up. That is all it is. How do you do it? Well, we give them tranquilizers, space them out. When they come back, they'll feel like enjoying the world. But all these approaches are temporary things. Temporary things. Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing that God can do for you. You will be sorry to hear this, but you can do everything for God and yourself both. That's how superior and powerful you are. Do you understand what I am saying? This image. I am a Catholic, so you'll have to excuse me. Catholic image of I am wrong and God is right is in me most of the time, and it still shows up. That is basically my training, but my realization is not that. I am very lucky that I started as a Catholic, and I'm also very fortunate that I experienced beyond it. You can always do for yourself and for God what you want to do. Are you hearing me? That is a very powerful statement. I'm going to interject again here. Remember, this was written in the late 80s. And now the younger generation especially have come in knowing that they are going to live through their heart. They're going to follow their heart, and they're going to do what brings them joy. And they're going to cooperate and collaborate. And this generation right now is who Yogi Bhajan wrote this for. He knew that when he was writing this. Back to Yogi Bhajan. Somebody once asked me, what can I do to be rich and happy and healthy and holy? I said just one thing: believe within you and without you that there is only God and that you don't exist. So this rhythmic situation is a meditation to cleanse the deposits that you created in your first 11 years. The cycle of life is 18 years. The cycle of consciousness is 7 years. And the cycle of intelligence is 11 years. Every 11 years, your intelligence starts developing differently. Tonight, we are starting with the first step. We are giving you a meditation in a rhythmic way so you can realize certain things within you. I expect that at some point, you will feel supernaturally afraid or supernaturally ugly or supernaturally whatever. Those kinds of things. I don't mind that. It's just a passing phase. But I am not saying that in this meditation, some of you who have a good practice will not go into self-hypnosis and find something, or those who have a good fight will have a height. But even those who are the worst and who do not want to experience a thing, they will be much lighter when we finish. All right? Anybody who wants to leave at 9 o'clock for an appointment or for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you are going to meet on the corner. Please raise your hand so I can understand. Anybody who has a babysitter and has to go back because the babysitter will leave, something like that. Anybody who feels they're trapped in the class, feels they shouldn't have come. All right, let's get to the business as fast as we want. Let us cut it all out. All right, folks? So again, here I'm going to go just a little bit into the dialogue of the class because I want to awaken the part of you that knows this work will awaken the healer within and free you from your own hell cycle. That is what the subconscious can be, a hell cycle. It is your own fears running rampant, cyclically causing you to seek the same kinds of situations and experiences and outcomes over and over. And we all have it. And even if we are good yogis and, great intelligent people, the subconscious still needs cleaned from time to time, just like your basement and your attic. Okay, so this is back to Yogi Bhajan. If you develop this pattern, which I'm giving you, you can divert all eventual destructions that come toward you by using your intuitive, meditative psyche. I want to repeat that because I believe it was a really profound statement. If you develop this pattern, which I'm giving you, which you will receive in the class, you can divert all eventual destructions that come toward you by using your intuitive and meditative psyche. So we're going to meditate on the tip of the nose. And when you do it, just say, oh my God, or something to relate to infinity, or the healer is within me. Glands are the guardians of health, and we need those juices to get to the next stage. God is everywhere. God shall receive it. It is our right to give back to God the pain we have. Offer it to him. He is big. He can take it. He can consume it. You can't. All your pain and all your disease and all your discomfort and all that has upset you in the past came from God. Give it back. Just say, hey, big guy, here it is. Thank you very much. And now we will see you in the Kriya, a renewed self-concept.